Students, welcome you all. My name is Parul Gupta, your computer science teacher. So as you all know that we have already completed with our last chapter, that is chapter 3, right, working with functions. So now in this video session I'm going to start with our next chapter, that is our chapter 4, using Python libraries. Okay, so basically student, in this chapter we're going to discuss about the few topics, that is what is library, okay, what is module, how we can use a module in our Python program by using this import command, means such type of a topics we're going to discuss in this particular chapter. Okay, so now student, I'm going to discuss the chapters that what I'm going to discuss in today's video session. So let's have a look. Yes, so these are the topics that what I'm going to discuss. Okay, as I know that we have already learned about what is module, how to create module, how to use a module, but we are going to first revise what is module, how we can create, how we can use, what is library, that we're going to revise, and then we're going to discuss about the further topics of this chapter. Okay, so now our first topic, as you can see, is what is library, that what we are going to start. Yes, what is library? A Python library is a reusable chunk of code that is used in program script using import command. Okay, a Python library means it is a kind of reusable chunk of code, means a code has already been created. You can reuse it in your program or in your script by using this import command. Like you all know about this import, match, such kind of functions are already there. Means that is a library that has already been built in, means already available in Python. You just need to use it in your program if you want to by using this import command. So that is the meaning of this term library in Python. Okay, so now we're going to discuss our next, that is what is module. Module kya hota hai, that we're going to discuss now. A module is a file consisting of Python code that can define functions, classes and variables with .py extension. मॉड्यूल मीन्स इट इज़ अ काइंड ऑफ अ फाइल, जैसे हम अपने सिस्टम में, यू कैन से हमारी एक डायरेक्टरी होती है, उसके अंदर फोल्डर्स होते हैं, फिर फोल्डर्स के अंदर सब फोल्डर्स होते हैं. सो इट इज़ लाइक दैट. अ मॉड्यूल इज़ अ फाइल कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ अ पाइथन कोड, मतलब उस पर्टिकुलर मॉड्यूल में सारे पाइथन के कोड है. ओके, दैट कैन डिफाइन, उसमें फंक्शंस भी हो सकते हैं, उसमें क्लासेस भी हो सकती है, उसमें वेरिएबल भी हो सकते हैं, उसमें स्टेटमेंट भी हो सकती है. ओके, एंड ऑल दोज फाइल्स हैज़ टू बी सेव्ड विद दी .py एक्सटेंशन. वाई? बिकॉज दैट फाइल कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ पाइथन कोड. वो सारी फाइल कौन सी है? आपकी पाइथन की है. सो वी ऑल नो that while we are creating or writing a program in Python, so at the time of saving we always use this extension, that is .py. Okay, so that means you just need to import that particular module or that library by using this import command. So whatever the function and whatever the, you can say, the classes and variable has been defined, that you can use as it is, right? So how it particularly we can create a module, that we are going to discuss first of all. Okay, so we'll start with simple how to create a module. To create a module, just save the code with file extension, that is .py. If we want to create a module, just write the code, okay, and then save that particular file with the .py extension. Like right now, after this I'm going to create one particular module, and then I'm going to show you how I can use that same module in my Python program. Okay. Yes, so as you can see here, what I'm doing, I'm just developing a module, okay, and the name of the module is area.py. py is what my file extension. As I've just now only I've told you, to create a module, just create a file and save with the file extension, that is .py. So right now I'm creating a module, that is area module. Okay, so it's a area module, and this is the name of my module, that is area.py. So let's see how I'm creating this area.module. First of all, I'm using this import, okay, math. Okay, I have imported this math function because I'm going to use some kind of a math function in my this particular code, that what I'm designing right now. Okay, so first of all, what I'm doing, I'm creating one function, that is define circle underscore area, and then I pass the parameter, that is radius. Okay, then colon, then return math dot py. I have used the math function, that is math dot py. Then we all know the area of circle, that is pi r square. So maths dot py I have mentioned. Then into radius, Clear? Now I'm creating one more function, that is define square area. Okay, first I've created the area for circle, function I've created for the calculating the area of circle. Now I'm creating the area of square. So I've passed the parameter, that is side. We all know the area of square, that is side square. So now then in return I have passed the formula, that is side into side. Okay, then one more function I'm creating, that is define rectangle underscore area, and I've passed the parameter, that is L comma B. L comma B means length and breadth. Okay, then in return I'm mentioning the formula, that is length into L into B. Okay, so now my this function has been created. I have created three functions. One is circle area, then area of square, then area of rectangle. So now I'm going to save this. Okay, I'm going to save this in my desktop, and here I'm going to save this with the name area.py. Okay, so basically what I did, I have created one module with the name area.py. py is the file extension, because if we want to create a module, just write a code, okay, and then just save it with the .py. So I've defined the functions of this circle, area of circle, then square, and then rectangle, and then after that I have saved it. Now in my next step, what I'm doing, I'm just using this same module in my next program by using the import command. Now just now only you have seen that we have already created a module, right, with the name, that is area.py. So now how we can use that particular module, that we're going to discuss. Now we can use the module by using the import statement. Okay, we have to use the statement, that is import, and then we have to write the name of that particular module, so we can access all the attributes and methods present in that module. Okay, by using which statement, that is import statement. That is what written here in our first point. You can see that now we can use the module by using the import statement. The import statement give access to all attributes and methods present in module. That means whatever the module we have just now we have created with this name, that is area.py. So whatever the function, whatever the class, whatever the variables I have declared in that particular module, I can access easily after using this particular statement, that is import area, in my code. Okay, that what we have discussed just now, that what is module, right, that what we have discussed, that a module is a file consisting of Python code that can define Python functions, classes, and variables related to a particular task. Okay, so now next point is written, we can access any function which is inside a module by module name and function name separated by dot, that is using dot notation. For example, module dot method means how we can access a function which is there inside the module. So this is the notation for using, that is module dot method. Okay, means the syntax for accessing the function which is available inside that particular module. Okay, now I'm going to show you practically. Now I'm creating one more program in which I'm using my previous module that I have created, that is I'm using import command I have used, and now I'm writing the name of the module, that is import area. Okay, so now what I'm doing, I'm giving the command of print. Okay, now we want to access its functions, so I have to write area, that is the name of the module, then dot. Okay, then first function I've created is for the area of square, so I mentioned circle underscore area. Okay, then I have to pass the value, that is I mentioned 5. Okay, now I'm doing for next, that is area of square, so print, then again area dot, okay, square underscore area. Then I have to pass the value, that is I'm passing the value 10. Okay, now I'm writing for the rectangle, print area dot rectangle underscore area. Okay, then I'm passing the value that is 20 comma 40. Okay, so what I'm doing basically, I have used that particular module that I have created just before this, that is area.py. So I have used this statement or command that is import area, so I can use all the methods or the classes whatever I have defined in that module that I can access. Okay, then now I have given the command of print, and function name I have mentioned area dot. First I have created for circle area, then for square, and then for rectangle. Sorry, by mistake I mentioned the wrong spelling of rectangle. Okay, so now I'm going to save this. I have given the name that is math1.py. Now I'm going to run this. So you can see I'm getting the values, that is first is the area of circle, then I'm getting the area of square, and then I'm getting the area of rectangle. So this is the way how we can create a module and how we can use that particular module in our program. Okay, so I hope this you have learned in class 11th also. Okay, but again we have to revise it, then only we can discuss further more topics of this chapter. Okay, so I hope this has been clear to you, how we can define, how we can create module, how we can use that module, how we can import that particular module by using this import command, how we can write the function by using this dot notation, so we can access the function whatever we have created in that particular module. Clear? Now we're going to discuss our next topic, that is retrieving objects from a module. Means whatever the objects we have defined in a particular module, if we want to retrieve all the objects from our module, how we can do that? So for that there is one built-in function available in Python, and that function is dir, that is directory. This is the function available in Python, and when we apply to a module, it gives all the names of that particular module that has been defined inside it. Okay, means this built-in function, that is dir, it lists all the functions names or variables name in a module. Means in your module whatever the function or the variables you have declared, it shows a list of all of that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you practically, like as you know that I have created one module with the name that is area.py. So now by using this function, that is dir, so I'm getting all the functions name and variables whatever I have created. And how can I retrieve the objects from a module, that I'm going to show you. First of all I have to write that is import, and then the name, that is area1. Okay, because I have saved my file with the name that is area1.py. Okay, so by using this import command I have imported that particular modules that what I have created. So now if I want to access the objects, I have to use a built-in function that is dir, and then I have to specify the name of the module, that is area1. So I'm getting all the built-in function which is available in that particular module. So as you can see here, right? So I've used this import math, then rectangle area, then square area, then circle area, then packages, then name. Means whole directory it can imported in front of me. Okay, by using this method, that is dir, which is a built-in method available in a Python. Okay, so I hope now this has been clear, so how we can access or how we can retrieve the objects from the module. Yes, so now we're going to discuss our next topic, that is importing modules in a Python program. Okay, we can import modules in a Python program. As you can see, there are so many methods, so many you can say the topics are there, like importing entire module. If we want to import the entire module, then in that case what we have to do, then import single object. In that case, what function we can use for importing a single object. Okay, then import multiple objects, and similarly import all objects of a module. So we shall first start with import single object. Okay, yeah, so now we shall discuss our first, that is import single object. So that means whatever the module you have created, so from that module if you want to import only the single object, suppose in that module I have created 3-4 functions. So if I want to import only the one of the function or one of the object from that particular module, so in that case the syntax that has been used you can see here. Like if we want to import some selected items, not all from the module, then we can use the following syntax, that is from, then module name, then import, and then object name. Okay, like as you know that I have created a module with the name area1.py. So I have mentioned from, area1 is my module name, then import, and the object that what I want to retrieve or I want to use. So I have mentioned that object name, that is circle area. ओके, सो मीन्स अगर आप सिंगल ऑब्जेक्ट अपने मॉड्यूल से रिट्रीव करना चाहते हो या यूज़ करना चाहते हो इन योर कोड, सो इन दैट केस द सिंटेक्स वुड बी फ्रॉम, देन यू हैव टू स्पेसिफाई द मॉड्यूल नेम, देन इम्पोर्ट एंड देन स्पेसिफाई दैट ऑब्जेक्ट दैट what you want to use in your particular program. Clear? After this I'm going to show you one by one each and every this method or selecting objects from a module. Okay, after this I'm going to show you. Yes, so now come to next, import multiple objects. Suppose if I want to import multiple objects, not single object, so in that case what I shall do, if we want to import multiple objects from a module, then we can use the following syntax, that is from. Area 1 means from module, then import, and then object name you have to specify by using this comma symbol. Okay, like from, then module name, then import, then first object, okay, then second object name. Okay, like here I'm accessing the two objects, one is circle area and one is square area. Okay, so this would be the syntax for importing the multiple objects in Python. Clear? Next, if I want to import all the objects, if we want to import all the items from our module, means whatever the objects, functions, classes, variables, whatever I have used or I have designed in that particular module, if I want to access all the objects, so in that case the syntax would be from, then module name, then import, and then this asterisk sign. Okay, so this asterisk symbol, once you have used, that means you can import all the objects from that particular module. क्लियर? यस, सो नेक्स्ट, इम्पोर्ट इंटायर मॉड्यूल. अगर आप इंटायर मॉड्यूल ही लेना चाहते हो, लाइक जैसे मैंने उसमें लिया था इम्पोर्ट मैथ, तो दैट मीन्स उस पर्टिकुलर इम्पोर्ट मैथ से रिलेटेड जितने भी फंक्शंस हैं, आई कैन यूज ऑल, राइट? सो इन दैट केस द सिंटेक्स वुड बी, द इम्पोर्ट स्टेटमेंट कैन बी यूज टू इम्पोर्ट इंटायर मॉड्यूल एज पर द फॉलोइंग सिंटेक्स. तो उस केस में आपको क्या कमांड यूज़ करनी है? इम्पोर्ट यूज़ करना है, एंड देन यू हैव टू स्पेसिफाई द मॉड्यूल जिससे भी आप एक्सेस करना चाहते हो. Like you can see here that I have to mention import module 1, module 2, and so on, like this way. And like I have created only one module, so I have mentioned import area 1. If you created another, then comma, then decimal, whatever the name of your module is. Okay, so like in this manner you can access the entire module by using which command? By using import command. Okay, yeah, so like I can show you here that if I want to access only the single object, so in that case I can use from, okay, then module name, that is area 1, okay, then import, then object name, let me type square underscore area. Okay, yes, so now I'm going to write this print. Okay, now I have to I'm going to write this print, then I have to mention square underscore area, and then I have to specify the value, that is site. Okay, so now I'm getting the value. So like here what I did, I have just import the single object from module by using this from, then module name, then import, and then the object name. Okay, so now if I want to access the multiple objects, so in that case from, then area 1, okay, then import, then circle, okay, underscore area, then comma, rectangle underscore area. Okay, so I have to specify like in this manner. So then print circle underscore area, then I have to specify the value, that is 10. Okay, okay, and similarly I mentioned for print rectangle area, and the value I passed, that is 20, 40, and I'm getting the value for both, that is circle area and rectangle area. Okay, now if I want to import multiple objects, so in that case, if I want to import all the objects from a module, so in that case what I shall do, from, then import, okay, from, then the name of the module, that is area 1, then import, and then I have to use the symbol that is asterisk sign, right? So then I have to given the command for print, that is circle area, then square area, then you can see here that is circle underscore area, then the value you have to pass, like 3 I have passed, okay, then comma, then rectangle underscore area, then again value you have to pass, that is 4 comma 5. Then similarly you can specify for the square also, square underscore area, and then you can specify the value that is 6. Okay, and here comes we are getting the answer, that is for circle area, then rectangle area, and then the square area. Okay, so I hope this has been clear what we shall discuss. And the last is importing entire module. You all know how to import. First you have to just mention on the top of the program, that is import. As you can see here, the way I have mentioned this import match. Clear? I'm going to discuss one more example of creating this module and then using a module in my program. Okay, so now I'm creating a module with the name that is test.py, as you can see here. Okay, so now I'm creating a function that is defining, then add. Okay, first of all I'm just declaring one variable, that is x equals to 100. Okay, means it is a global variable. Okay, so now what I'm doing, I'm just creating a function that is defining, name of the function is add, and then I'm passing the parameters, that is a comma b, and then I'm putting this colon sign, and then I'm mentioning print the sum is comma a plus b. Clear? So then I'm creating one more function that is defining product. Product is the name of the function, and declaring a variable that is a comma b, and then I put colon, then print the product is comma a star b. Clear? So now I'm going to save this. Like on desktop only I'm saving, and the name I'm giving is test.py. Okay, so now if I want to access, so again I'm opening one more file, that is new file I have opened, and I want to access my that module that what I have created. So first of all I have to mention import, then the name of the module, that is test. Then what I shall do, I shall just pass the, that is test dot add function name. Okay, then okay, but before that, you know, I have taken a variable that is x equal to 100 if I want to print that. So I'm mentioning print, then test dot x. Okay, because variable I have declared, because here what I'm doing, I'm just accessing the value of variable x. Now for the function that is test dot add, and then I pass the values, that is 10 comma 20. Okay, then for product I'm passing the values, that is test comma product, the name of the function, and then I have to pass the values, that is 30 comma 40. Okay, so what I did basically here, I have first of all import the module, because I have created the module with the name import test.py. So I mentioned import test, then print test.x for accessing the value of variable x, then I pass the function, that is test dot function name, and then I pass the values. So now what I'm doing, I'm going to save this. So I'm giving the name, that is match. Okay, so now it has been saved. So now what I'm doing, I'm just going to run my program. So the value here, I'm getting the value of variable x, that is 100, then the sum I'm getting is 20 and 10 I have printed, so 30, and the product I'm getting is 1200. So I hope this has been clear to you, how to create a module, then how to access a module by using this import command. Okay, so with this I'm going to end with our today's video session. And one more thing, student, I have already informed you that in your first UT, which is going to be held in the August month, so whatever the syllabus we have discussed, or I have taught in the month of July, that would be there in your this August this PT exam. Okay, so means first three chapters you have to revise it on daily basis.